Hello there. Hi, I'm Nanda. Actually, my name is Fernanda, but you can call me Nanda or Fê. I'm from Brazil, São Paulo, and I am lucky enough to live in a place like this with a lot of green, even in the city. I'm here because I feel like I want to talk to people from all over the world because I feel like a lot of us are going through the same stuff, and sometimes it's difficult to open up with people that we know and people who are around us. And I want to create this space, for me and for you, whatever who you are. We are humans and we are experiencing this life in a way that is really individual, but at the same time, we share pain. We share, oh my God, I'm worried. Like, there's a snake. But no, I'm safe here. I guess. So we share the same pain, the same feelings, the same situations. But I guess when we look around and we, go into social media, we just think that everyone have all figured out. And I don't have it. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. And at the same time, I know that I am lucky, like really fucking lucky. And that's why sometimes I get pissed at myself because I know I am lucky. I live in a place like amazing. I have, I have, oh my God, just a minute. My dad, okay, sorry about that. My dad was like asking esfirras. I don't know how to say it in English. Sorry, I don't know. it's a, it's an Arabic food. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, I've been struggling, and at the same time, I know that I'm lucky because my whole family is good. I'm healthy, you know. But at the same time, I'm having a hard time figuring it out. In 2020 pandemic, I realized that I was in serious trouble psychologically. I found out that I have depression and anxiety, the full depression and anxiety, and it was a tough year for all of us probably, but I was struggling because I was scared and sorry, burp. I'm so sorry. What is happening to me? And I was really scared, and at the same time, my sister was not good mentally as well, but she was worse than me. It was hard. It was really hard because I feel like I almost lost her. And I had like a traumatic period of my life remembering it today she is great. She is taking care of herself, um, doing therapy, and like me. And my whole family now we talk about mental health. So thank God everything is good. But at the same time, I feel like my life has changed a lot since 2024, last year. Something so weird is happening, and I feel like I have asked for it. Like, I wanted to change my life, but I didn't know that, the universe was like, okay, let's change it all at the same time. Yay! So, yeah, that's what's happening because last year I got laid off from my job, and it was a place that I really loved, but I wasn't happy. But at the same, like, not happy. I was working at a commercial, how do we say that? Like, sector, I don't know, department, commercial department, and I'm more like creative than commercial, I'm not, I don't know. But I was earning a lot of money, and it was a famous company here, in entertainment, and I love entertainment. I've been working with television and, for 9 years, 10 years. So I was really feeling like, okay, I think I'm finding my path. But at the same time, I wasn't fulfilled because I am a creative person and I am an actress as well. And I was feeling like I wasn't doing everything that I could do there. And then I discovered that the company wasn't good, like they were struggling financially. So my boss talked to me like, I have to let you go. You are great. I just can't afford you, and the company can afford a lot of people. So the commercial department is the first department that is going to suffer, right? Like, if you are not selling enough, bye. So I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that. So I cried a lot, and but at the same time, I was like, okay, I know that I wasn't that happy there. I knew that I wanted to change my life. I knew that, but it's scary. It is scary when you are not the person that decides to leave. But that's it. Yeah, I'm a little coward or scared of changing. And the universe was like, go, bitch, go. And I was like, okay, got it. And then I got, freelance jobs for a while. And it was great. And then I remembered a project that I had that was a podcast. It was something that I was doing while, during the pandemic. And because I wanted to create, I love creating stuff. I love just imagining stuff and making it, my own stuff. Like nobody has to approve it. It's mine, whatever. And I wanted to make my friends and family laugh because I couldn't meet them, hug them. So I was like, okay, maybe you know, I can go back to that project. I can, keep doing my podcast. And then at the same time, I submitted. I'm feeling cold, so my tongue is not working. I have submitted my project to, I don't know how you call that, but it's like the city has like incentive, cultural incentive for artists, and you're like, if your project is good enough, a lot of people will read it and just judge your project to see if it's worth. So I submitted my project, and guess what? I got it. So my city just gave me a budget to make the project that I love. And you are like, okay, so why are you struggling? I know, right? It's like, no, don't get me wrong. I'm really happy about this. I'm working on this. Everything is, it's just happening. But a lot of things are going away. And that's hard. I was in a place that was like a temple of my religion, which is Umbanda. Umbanda is a Brazilian religion. It has a lot of, it's a mix of religions actually, because we talk to spirits. We believe in orishas, which are like forces of nature, forces of God. Anyways, but it's beautiful. I love it because we get to light up candles and cleanse everything, and I love that. But the people who were how can I say, like, it's not the priest, you know what I mean, those people who were leading us at that temple, they changed and they started to think about money constantly and not about helping other people. And that was terrible. And they expelled one colleague of mine, and she didn't do anything. And I was like, what is happening? I'm feeling like this is not a religion. Like this. It felt like, my faith was shaken, because I genuinely thought that those people were thinking about helping others. But no, they were like, it was like an army. You know what I mean? They changed. And that was pretty sad to me and to my group of friends. And I was like, okay, so I'm leaving, because I'm not staying here. This is unfair. That girl, she has a beautiful heart and she didn't do anything. And you guys just like, whatever, fuck you, go to the street. Like, who are you? Who are you? Why are you here if you don't want to talk to your, to your child? It's like, like, come on, what's happening to you? And she didn't do anything. I swear, she didn't do anything. She was just like, talking about stuff that she wasn't so happy about, over there. Anyways, my faith got shaken, because it was like, I know that even inside churches, there's a lot of corruption and a lot of abuse, but I was like, this is crazy, because here, this religion suffers a lot of prejudice, because, anyways, it's a long story, like, because it came from Africa, a lot of it. So there's like this, religious racism. Anyways, but it's full of ignorance, So I lost that space. And then I realized that my boyfriend at the time wasn't treating me the way that I wanted to be treated. And simple stuff, like, we were together 2 years and he wouldn't do anything for me, but like anything. Like, I would really wanted to I wanted to surprise him and to be really affectionate, and I really wanted him to be to feel loved, to feel seen, and he wasn't doing that for me, and it was really hard to realize that. And I was like, what is going on? Because I wasn't happy anymore when I would, meet him. And it was our 2-year anniversary, and I was planning everything as always, because I knew that if I didn't plan, we wouldn't have, done anything to celebrate that day. So then it struck me like, okay. And he had a job, like a great job. And I didn't want him to pay anything for me just because I was like unemployed. Thank God I have I'm a organized person financially, so I wasn't struggling. But yeah, I live with my parents. I'm gonna turn 33 years old, and I live with my family, my sister, my dog, and my parents. And I was really, anxious and excited to have my own place, but then, it didn't happen. And I know how people from our society sees us, like, oh, come on, she still, lives with her parents. Yes, I do. I do. And you know what? I'm grateful. And I tell them that I'm so grateful for everything they have done for me. And one day, I swear, I want to give them everything. But right now, I can't. And sometimes society wants to tell us what we should do, and life, it's not like that. Life is gonna life, bitch. That I know, like, it's crazy. So I broke up with my boyfriend. It was hard. It was a hard thing to do, but I was so proud of myself because I was prioritizing me. Am I saying it right? Anyway, I was putting me first, and then I was so sad and so broken because I really wanted to, I was 2 years. We were 2 years together, and I wanted to work. But I was like, if this is love, then I don't want it. I don't want it. I think I can love myself alone better. I'm feeling sad when I'm with this person because he don't really cares about me. Like, we were one day, ordering some food, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have like a small fries only. And then I was like checking the price for, I wanted to pay him. Like, I wasn't expecting him to pay something for me, even unemployed. And he actually has a lot of money, which is great. He is an amazing professional. And he turns to me like, oh, can you pay this? Because, and I was like, I'm going to pay you. I wasn't asking for anything. And at the same time, I felt so small. Like, oh my God, he buys like this 4K television. It's so huge. He bought the best sofa for him, sofa, couch. He bought the best things in the world for his new apartment. And I was so happy for him. I was like, man, you deserve it. You deserve it. That's great. But then he was like, oh, can you pay these fries? Like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't worth a fry. And again, I wasn't expecting him to pay all my bills and all my stuff, but I think it's completely normal that sometimes as a couple, we pay a few stuff, Like, I don't know. I was unemployed and I paid him dinner because I wanted him to see that I wasn't with him, expecting like him to, you know what I mean? To pay for everything. Anyways, so we broke up and I was feeling like shit because it was my first boyfriend. Oh yeah, because I struggle a lot to fall in love because I grew up feeling really, I don't know, I didn't want to be betrayed. I was really negative about love. I was like, that thing doesn't exist. I don't believe it. And I'm actually glad then I had the opportunity to grow up focusing on me, on myself, because then I'm used to being alone. So I can understand when I'm actually receiving less than I give myself. It was really important to me. And then after that, my 3 best friends, I thought they were my best friends. They just turned their backs on me, and it's been painful because a lot of things has happened to me and I feel like no one of them are having the compassion and the kindness that I have with them. So that's pretty hard. I don't know what happened, guys. I swear I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I make mistakes. And when I do, and when I make them, I really, really I really apologize and I really want to make amends. And, I love peace. I hate fighting. I hate discussions. I hate offending people or making people feel uncomfortable. Like, I hate that. And they were like, my friend with this project, this podcast project, I'm so happy. And I realized these friends weren't like liking my posts about it or talking to me about it. And I was like, I just sent her a message like, is everything okay? Because I'm feeling like you are so distant. I'm not sure if everything that, if everything that has happened to me, has something to do with it. Maybe I'm feeling and I'm seeing things differently, but I'm feeling you are so far away from me. And she really likes Instagram, so she's like online 24/7. And she was like, no, I'm not doing this because I'm not online and I'm, getting some time off social media, and stop talking about this. You are suffocating me. And I was like, what the heck? Like, what? Suffocating you? No, I'm not. And I was like, my head, like, maybe she is going through some stuff and I don't know. And I was like, oh, no, that's, and I was sending her voice messages because I thought, oh, maybe she's reading it and thinking that I'm like, you're not liking my pictures. And I was like, no, I'm just saying that I'm not feeling, the support that I thought, because we are best friends, and I'm feeling that you and your husband, which is my friend as well, you're like so quiet, you're so different, and I just wanted to know if everything's okay. But yes, I'm feeling that you are distant and far away from me, even in this time where I'm, because she is part of my team at this project. I was paying her, because I was like, well, I can help a friend and she can works for me. But no. And she was like, yeah, you are suffocating me. I'm not like that. You want me, no, you want to change me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand anything. And I was like, okay, let's pretend this never happened. But she was like, what? You thought me and my husband, we were quiet? I'm offended. Guys, come on. I'm offended because I said you were looking quiet, and what the fuck, people offended? It's a offense is a really strong word. And I was like, are you offended? And she was like, yeah, we both are. And I was like, man, as friends, I thought that I could share with you what I'm feeling about the world and about you. So I was telling you, I'm feeling like you're not supporting me as a friend. As an employee, you are doing everything you have to do. But as a friend, I'm not feeling that. And I think it's weird. Anyways. And then this other friend was like, okay, it's better if I don't work with you anymore. I don't want to be on your project. And because he is her husband, so of course. And then this other friend came, and like, I was texting him like, I'm so sad because, Elle, which is my friend, Elle and I, we were, we were meeting each other, and I was telling her how I was feeling, and he goes like, yeah, I know. And I was like, oh. And he goes, yeah, those things happens. I was like, what the fuck? What is happening? And I was like, I think, or I'm going crazy, or these people are crazy and they are not my friends. So then I tell my sister everything and my two other friends, and they're like, they're crazy. And I was like, okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know, because I always treat people with, love. Honestly, I'm not Jesus, guys, okay? But those people were my friends. They were my friends, you know? Like the first second they stabbed me in the back because the three of them were talking to each other about me, and I didn't know. Like, I don't, and I was like, what did I do? I just said that I was feeling that they weren't, they weren't supporting me. They were distant. Even after I broke up with my boyfriend, they were distant. They didn't like send me a message saying, "Are you okay? Let's grab a coffee." And maybe you are struggling because you don't have a job, you don't have a boyfriend, and now I don't have three friends that I thought that we would grow old together. Like, so yeah, I just wanted to share this because I'm struggling, and maybe you watch this video and say, oh my gosh, this is nothing. And I get it. We all have been struggling in different ways, but still, this struggle feels terrible. And I feel really alone. Because my birthday is next week, and I'm turning 33 years old, and my life is not the way I thought that my life would be by this point. But I have faith, and I still have faith. Thank God I have my therapist and my meds. But what I want to tell you is that you're not alone if you're struggling. You know, you're not alone. And sometimes we realize that we don't deserve the kind, the this kind of people around us, you know? Because I was like, guys, you know me. You know me. What is going on? And then this other friend was like, I didn't like your message. You know, I wasn't happy with your message saying that, oh, you were sad because you felt like we weren't supporting you. What? You know, I'm telling you about my feelings. If you are not happy with what I have to say, this is a relationship. It doesn't matter if it's a friendship. It's a relationship. It's a ship. Relationship, friendship, fuck. We have to talk about our feelings, guys. We have to talk about our feelings. We have to talk about, we have to talk to a person like, well, I didn't like what you do. Or maybe they could say like, Nanda, I think a lot of things has happened to you and that's why you are, feeling this way. But we are here. Don't worry. We are here. That's all. That's what I would do. You know, yeah, maybe I was too clingy, because I was feeling alone. I was so, oh my gosh, it's night already. I was feeling alone. I was feeling scared of the future. I'm still scared a lot because I'm looking for a job. And at the same time, I'm working my ass off to pull that podcast project off. Like, I'm working a lot, guys. And I'm happy about this because I'm lucky enough to, yes, I got it. I got one shot at least. I feel like everything around me is falling. And at least I have this. But no, I have my podcast. I have my sister. I have other friends. They made me a surprise. Yeah, they made me a surprise. I don't know how to speak English when I'm crying. Sorry. They made me a surprise, and they just hijacked me to an amusement park. Like, what the fuck? I was so happy. I was crying because I wasn't expecting nothing good. And I know that now I can count on those 3 ex-friends because I know that they are not going to my birthday and they don't really care about me. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to know if you are feeling something like this, or if you have ever felt something like this. Please comment here, or if you want to talk to me, please. I want to talk to you. Just write me or even record a video to talk to me. I would love to do that. It doesn't matter where you are from, who you are. I just feel like there's a lot of shit going on, in the world today. And I miss connecting. I miss, not being judged when I say something that I feel talking to people. And that's why I love my podcast so much, because I get to talk to people. And I got to hear, really hear. So that's it. I don't know if anybody will watch this until, right, But if you are here, still here, thank you. And I know a lot of things are going on with me right now and maybe with you. But one thing I know for sure, things change. Because right now, I realize that nothing is permanent. Nothing. Your job, your friends, your love interest, your partner, your life. One day we are leaving. And you know what? I'm doing the best I can. And I know that I'm a good friend. I know that I would take that friend to a hospital when he was feeling bad and he doesn't have family here in the city. And I was there for him. I know that, I'm a good friend because I would just, when I had money enough, I would, take my friends to places without splitting the gas bill, you know, I would order pizza and pay for everyone because I had money more than them. And that's okay. Like, I was like, we're friends. Those people are struggling to get a job. So, well, I just have a happy moment with my friends. So that's okay. This pizza, whatever. But right now I feel so stupid. I feel so, I don't know how to say this word. It's like, it's unfair. It's unfair. But I know that there's a lot of people and friends that worth, you know, they worth. And those people that I'm, you know, maybe they're not even in my life yet, but they're going to receive the best of me because I will give my best to people who deserve it, who treat me good, who treat me with love, with kindness, with compassion, with patience and respect. I have my limits. And you know what? I spent a lot of money in exercises and therapists and psychiatrists and to be who I am today. So, no, those people can't just point the finger in my face and say what they think I am, because I know who I am. I know what my character is. I know the woman that I am today. Unfortunately, a lot of bad things are happening to me, and you know, I have other people who are, you know, treating me with compassion, with love, with kindness. But yeah, I think I just didn't expect that to happen. But you know what? I asked for a change. And the universe was like, okay, Nanda, let's shake it up. Let's change everything so you can actually full grow. I hope you guys are great. This is not my first video and won't be the last one, okay? So just write to me, please. Bye.